Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's the Spiritual Enchantress here, and I would like to take some time to talk about the different aspects of overcoming suffering. So if you haven't already watched the episodes I have on how we cause our own suffering, I suggest going through those, and I'm going to take you through a little journey of different tips and tricks you can use to actually overcome those obstacles so that you can find bliss and happiness in your life. So if you're interested, let's get to the video. All right, so today's going to be just a quick overview of the 8 limbs of yoga. If you're a yogi or you have heard of yoga but you're not interested in actually doing yoga, no worries. Everyone hears yoga and they think it's just about being a pretzel. They think it's about the poses, but actually it is only one of the 8 limbs of what yoga is. Yoga means union. It's the union of the mind and the body. So there's actually way more to it than that. And these are different tricks and tips on how to overcome suffering. And I can tell you from my own experience, it actually does work. So I'm going to break it down episode by episode so we can go deep into each one. But for today, I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the 8 limbs. So we have 1, the yamas, which are deprogramming mental patterns. If you're wondering what that is, our subconscious mind has things, beliefs that it has on repeat. They're deeply ingrained into our belief system, even if we don't realize it. For instance, a lot of people who want to make more money struggle with it when they have deep held beliefs about money, like maybe they were told that money is hard to make, or that people who have money are evil. Maybe every time they see a Lamborghini drive by, they cringe and think, ugh, what a spoiled rich kid, or something negative. Those are negative associations with money. So those are mental programs. So step 1 is yamas. It's deprogramming the mental program. So it's figuring out what we actually believe deep down so that we can move forward and reprogram the hardwire that is our brain. Then we have 2, niyamas, reprogramming our mind for homeostasis. So if you don't know what homeostasis means, it's just a really fancy word for basically neutral and balanced functioning. So homeostasis in your body scientifically would be like an optimal temperature and functioning so that your body can function normally. So if it went above average or below average, it would be out of homeostasis. So we want to bring our body, our mind into homeostasis so that it becomes in alignment with what we want. So we need to reprogram those mental patterns to be in alignment with what it is that we want. So that is the niyamas, and we'll go into that in the episode about that. 3, we have asana, which is the actual physical poses of yoga. And the purpose is balancing the body so it's able to be still. So a lot of people in the West, especially in Canada and the US, hear yoga and they just think about the asana when it's really a very small portion of what yoga is. And it's my favorite part. It is how I got into yoga, so I'm forever grateful for it for bringing me here. But again, it's only a small part. So then we have 4, pranayama, which is basically working with stilling and calming the breath so that we can calm the mind. Now this makes sense. How many movies have you watched where they say, take a deep breath, or oh, when they're letting out their anger and anxiety and it helps them chill out? Or mothers who are in labor, they're taught to go to classes to learn how to breathe through the pain. Our breath is a huge tool in calming ourselves down. And when we can come to our breath, specifically, it actually helps us drop whatever it is that we're thinking about, those mental patterns that run on repeat in our mind. Next, we have 5, Pratyahara, which is sense withdrawal. So withdrawing from the senses, either turning off the lights, getting away from noisy distractions, maybe going out into the wilderness, sleeping. Ooh, sensory deprivation chambers. That would be an interesting way to do that. Or even just like, you know, taking a pledge, like, you know, 40 days without drinking or sex or whatever it is that is a big like devil or demon of yours that makes you do bad things. It's like withdrawing from that. Then we have 6, which is dhyana, or sorry, dharana. I'm not the best at pronouncing Sanskrit, which is concentration. So this, as I'm hoping you're noticing already, that it kind of has like a sequence of events that we're going through here. So it's kind of going through the motions how we get to them. So concentration, once you can get rid of that mental clutter and you've calmed and you've come to stillness and you've withdrawn from the world around you, like the senses, you're not just hyper stimulated, then you can focus your concentration on a goal. You can focus it on an aim, whatever that is. It could be overcoming something. It could be a financial goal. It could be a personality goal. It could be a relationship goal. But it's the ability to focus. Just think about like staring at a candle flame. If you're looking over every couple seconds and you're not actually concentrating on that candle flame, it's a concentration. It's that hyper focus on what you're looking to do. Then we have 7, dhyana, effortless concentration. Yeah, so this is like a little step up from that concentration, right? Because instead of being like, or putting all your energy into concentrating and you're like twitching because you want to look away from the candle flame, or, you know, and sometimes you're watching TV and you have like, I don't know if you have toddlers, but you have a toddler, you're trying to watch TV, you're trying to concentrate, that takes effort, okay? So effortless concentration is having that focus, having that clear vision, and it's not, you're not having to put work into it anymore. It's just like a part of you. It becomes very clear and very easy to have that concentration. And then the final limb of yoga, which is, I guess what you could say is like the goal of yoga, number 8 is Samadhi, which is bliss. It's absorption into the now. So if you think about it, a bliss state is when you're fully present to the moment. And I want to give you an example in my own life. I remember one time I was sitting in my bed and I was thinking pretty negative thoughts, actually. I don't know if you've ever done this, but have you ever argued with someone in your head about something that didn't even happen? You like had a disagreement with them before, and you maybe have like, if there's someone in your family or a friend, like someone who's like really got under your skin multiple times, it's like you know enough about them that you can actually fabricate arguments with them in your mind. Now, please don't judge me, but I used to do this all the time, and I still happen sometimes. Anyways, I was sitting there and I was so engrossed in this fantasy, this non-reality of arguing with this person in my mind, that my husband said my eyes were like twitching. I was like looking over into nothingness and my eyes were like twitching all over the place. I was so not present in my body. Someone could have walked right past me and I wouldn't even have known. That's how like disconnected I was from my body. So Samadhi, the goal of yoga, bliss, overcoming suffering, is about going through these stages till you get to this like emptiness where you reprogram that mental clutter, where you're not arguing with strangers in your mind or whatever, and you're actually present to the moment. So you can really take it in. I don't know if you've ever been out like on the lake in the morning and there's like nobody around and the birds are chirping and the trees are all around and there's just like crisp air on your skin and you just like feel completely in the moment. You're just taking in your surrounding. You're not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday or anything else but what you're experiencing. That is Samadhi. That is bliss. Anyways, I hope you liked this very quick review of the 8 limbs of yoga, aka how we overcome suffering in our life. And be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already so you can be updated. I'm going to do an episode on each one in detail with actual practical life things that you can do to overcome them, not just explain what it is. So I hope to see you there. I hope you're enjoying this information, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.